Hey guys, so this is going to be a little video response to, Ballerina Boy 1. He had done a video talking about, it was called, Keeping in Craft Secrets, and it was talking about different, he was talking about having experiences where people asked him, or if somebody does ever ask you about your spiritual beliefs or whatever, how much do you really tell them? And I just wanted to go ahead and share my thoughts on that. I honestly believe, now this might be a little bit different from other people, but I get where you're coming from in terms of how you were saying, well, it's always good to educate people and to share in that respect. So usually, when people do ask me, I always just go with the textbook answer and just sort of define it. And after I do that, I say, if you have any other questions, let me know. And most of the time, people or friends are pretty good with just whatever I tell them in terms of like a textbook definition, so to speak. Like a generic, all over. I might get a little bit specific as to in just my spiritual path, but usually, it's fairly generic. I don't go all into detail about everything, because they don't need to know, unless they want to know, so. But yeah, I don't really ever bother with, explaining anything further, unless they ask. And I've had a few friends that when I did come out to all my friends, a few of them did want to know more, a few of them didn't really want to know anymore. They just sort of asked, I let them know, and they said, okay, great, awesome, and moved on. So I've had, both kinds of experiences where I've had people say, ooh, tell me more, and I've had people say, ooh, great, thanks for sharing, and moving on, And it hasn't really hurt any of my friendships, so I can't say that it's ever been a problem. But yeah, I do have to say that there is some level of secrecy that needs to be kept. And it's not because, how can I put this? I see it just as any other, it's still a religion, okay? So there may be, that understanding of, every religion has that generic, sort of like, public, description of their religion. And then they also have the more personal, more intimate description of their path. Maybe, insight into different rituals, practices, but, for the most part, it stays pretty generic in terms of what they tell people to begin with, because you don't know if it's obviously right for everybody, if anybody really cares, so I don't see the point in ever bothering to tell anybody all of it. Same with other religions, they don't ever really come up to you and start, going at you with various intimate details of their beliefs or practices. Yeah, I don't ever bother with it. Unless they ask. Like I said, if my friends ever ask, oh, hey, I want to know more, or can you explain this? Sometimes they do end up doing research on their own. And then they come back to me and they ask me, hey, I was reading this thing about crystals, or using these herbs and this thing and stuff. How does that work? Or they'll ask me a lot about divination things, like scrying and tarot cards and stuff, so it's always fun to educate them further if they want it. And I always do, like I say, I always make sure that I don't give them any more information that I know that they don't want, because I know my friends and I know what they're after, and they're pretty established in their own religions and their own faith, so they don't need to be overly exposed, because I'm not trying to convert anybody, and they know that. So, yeah, I guess that's about it. So, yeah, I don't really ever bother with, especially with, like, a stranger or somebody who just happens to be out on the street. If you just happen to see me across the street or out and about, and I'm always wearing my pentacle and stuff, so. Although, almost, like, 90% of the time, people confuse my pentacle with the Star of David, and I always get, how Jew are you? Are you Jewish, really? What synagogue? I'm like, I ain't Jewish, dude. And I remember the one guy, it was at Burger King like a while back, and he was literally like pushing that I was Jewish. I was like, dude, I am not Jewish, and he would not let it go. It was hilarious. And I just got mad, and I'm like, dude, I'm a witch. Shut the fuck up. And I left. And it just was a hilarious experience. But yeah, for most of the time, you know, if it's a stranger out in the street or whatever, at a party or something, I'm not gonna go off and, you know, give you like this huge rundown and thorough explanation. No, I'm just gonna tell you the basics, just to keep you happy. And then if you want to know more, ask, and I will be willing to share, of course, very happily. With that, let me share something with you, because I think I said I was gonna end another video to somebody else, and I haven't changed my altar up just yet, so I'll share it while it's still up. It's my full moon setup, or Esbot ritual setup, and I'll share that with you and everybody else, and then I'll be changing my altar up later after I'm feeling a little bit better, because I've been kind of sick for the past couple of days, so yeah, there it is. Woo! Okay. So that's the altar when it's for Esbot or full moon. When it is, I do pretty much remove any god aspects off of the altar, and it's replaced completely with goddess-oriented things. This cloth is my Esbot altar cloth, because it's just like it's this blue, the night sky, and it's got little cosmic things going on, so it's very, I don't know, reminds me of the full moon and being outside, so that's why I like it. I have, let's see, you've seen most of this stuff before. Not that, that's a nasal thingy. Kept it by my bed, I was using it. Anyway, just a few things. That's that moonlight candle I've had. That's, what is that? That's aquamarine. It's aquamarine, rose quartz, amethyst. That's the land turtle, sea turtle, goddess incense, goddess taper candle, silver, chalice with water in it, sage bundle in the cauldron, and a spiral seashell, triskele, to present the triple goddess aspect. And then this little dish just has some, let me get out of the light, or into the light I should say, show you guys. It's got various sea trinkets, and it's got a little, where is it, a little moon charm. Whoop, there it goes. And this is the bigger version, slightly different. It's got a moon and it's cosmic and stars and Saturn and stuff, so it's really cool. And then various seashells and little gems. I got a green one for the earth, blue one for the water, because the goddess represents earth and the water. And sorry, look at the little moon. Where did it go? There it is. Anyway, so that's that. Looking forward to seeing any other videos if anybody else posts them up. If you want to know more, I'm sorry, never mind. Yeah, that's it. Alright, bye.